Greetings to all of humanity. It's really a joy, it's a pleasure, it's an honor as usual to always bring this message of emancipation to you. And I'm not pointing you to look outside of yourself, I'm always pointing you to look inwardly to discover that your real identity is your divinity. Now, before I go any further with this video, I want to encourage you to support this work if this message has been very helpful to you and it's been really resonating with you. And you can do so by way of Patreon or by way of PayPal. So you need to check the link down below, and also you can reach me by way of email also. So just check the description or the link down below. Now, let me go straight into what I want to speak to you about. I want to speak to you concerning the symbology of Abdullah and Neville Goddard. Now, many people listen to the lectures of Neville Goddard, and many people heard Neville speak about how he was taught by Abdullah. But many people fail to realize the symbology that is in the whole experience. Now, I'm going to be honest and I'm going to be straight with you, because I realize that I'm here for a purpose and I must fulfill my purpose without any compromise. Now, when we look all around the world, we see there are many different forms of spirituality. We see the Buddhists, we see the Christians, we see the Hindus, and the many others. Okay? Now, as a melanated person, I've seen what has been practiced around the Caribbean in terms of Christianity and the spiritual Baptists. Okay? And the spiritual Baptists have always hold to the belief that what they practice, it came from Africa. But since I've come to my enlightenment, it was revealed to me that it's a science and it's a yoga. So I have to say all of that to show you something. Now, based on my observation and my enlightenment, I've come to realize that there's a people on this earth who do not have their own spiritual science and technology, which means they do not have their own form of spirituality. So these people do not have their own form of spirituality. They're using everybody else's spirituality as theirs. So they want to be the most meditators meditating. They will go to India and get information. And they want to act as if they are the biggest teachers and they're the most enlightened people. But think deeply. How could anyone be conscious of the laws that governs humanity and the laws that governs the universe and understand certain truths and would want to go and enslave another race of people and control them and lie to them and write them an educational system and give them a political system and a religious system to control them? Think. Then why is it also, because I'm going to show you the symbology, that there are black people and white people in the world, and most of the time the white people is the employer and the black people is the employee. And like in my country and the rest of the Caribbean, in the school system, the children are made to believe in Jesus at a very young age, and Jesus doesn't look like them. And then those who control the media, they use the media to show you the crucifixion and show you all of these things And they always show you a white man. And every character in the Bible, they always show you the character as if the character is a white man. Yet, none of these characters in the Bible did exist as a literal person. The Bible definitely addresses the human man and must be interpreted psychologically. Now, many who like to jump on the Nevill narrative, many of them do not realize that the real biography that was Neville Goddard Wikipedia, that was there for us. I saw it before Neville even become so popular when people now start to put up things on the internet concerning Neville, that it was removed. Why they remove it? I don't want to get into that, but there's a reason why they remove it. So the whole symbology was to teach us that our spirituality was stolen and we were given a whitewashed form of our own spirituality. Therefore, our identity was stolen from us. I'm not going to say all white people are bad. I'm not going to say there isn't white people who do not have melanin in them. I'm not going to say that. But I'm going to say this. That even those who like to speak about Neville and put Neville on this pedestal, if you check from the time of 1929 before 1931, when Neville started to study with Abdullah, you realize what Neville was studying between those times before he really meet Abdullah, okay? And also, if you check from that time of 1933 to 1959, you will realize that around 26 years it took Neville before he could have any inner experience. And from my experience, I've come to realize that melanated people can transcend faster than any other people in this world. And that is what they are against. Because if more melanated people would wake up, less of them would be enslaved. They'll be able to think for themselves. Because they will get out of the monkey brain. That's why I normally like to use the word monkey, because it's an unorganized brain. When your mind is unorganized, you're dwelling in the monkey brain. The chattering brain. No time to relax, no time to meditate and all of that. To understand this whole journey of life. So the symbology between Abdullah and Neville Goddard will teach us that the white man had no concept and no understanding of the law of consciousness. That's the only reason why they could have performed such barbaric act of slavery. It's an envy. So these truths must be known in these times. So Abdullah told him thousands of years ago, we decide to teach you the law of consciousness, but we also decide to put you in a state of forgetfulness that you would forget. Then I'll come and teach you that the head of the Sphinx is the head of a Negro. I'll come to teach you the pyramid and the secret of the pyramid. So that our people will be set free. But it's all a choice. So we're at a place whereby a person can choose the Jesus idol and believe that the Bible is literal and believe that the Bible is secular history. Or they could believe that the Bible is a spiritual autobiography that must be interpreted psychologically. And that is why I created the 66 books of magic Bible, which is the Overcomer's Bible, with no Jesus in it. So people can write their name where the space is, because there's a provided space for them to write their name next to the Christ. Because as I sit here and I speak to you, I know Christ is an experience. I know there isn't any such a man who walked the earth 2,000 years ago with special powers that had a virgin birth from down below. There's no supernatural birth that takes place from the vagina. Any supernatural birth that takes place from here. So, it would be very foolish of me to sit here and deny the truth concerning the miseducation of the Negro and how our people being lied to and brainwashed and deceived. I'm not here for subscribers. I'm not here for that. I'm here to speak the truth, because when I decided to do my YouTube channel, I had no freaking knowledge about YouTube and what YouTube is all about and all of that. I had no knowledge. I remember a black woman come to me telling me that my book, The Black Mystic from Ethiopia, is too radical and how white people wouldn't buy it. I don't give a fuck whether white people want to buy my book or don't want to buy my book. I know who the fuck I am. So, I speak the truth. Because you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. You can't teach me the laws of the universe or talk about the laws of the universe and think that the law of rhythm, that what goes so, ain't gonna come back, so you can't do that. You can speak about the law of correspondence and you see what I'm saying. You can speak about the law of polarity. I do not see what I am saying. There's no one who could speak about the laws of the universe and it doesn't expose what was done to a people through slavery. So when people want to come and spill a bunch of bullshit, it's because some people just cannot face the truth. Is there white privilege? Of course there is. I had one experience at a resort, and it made me, I wrote a book right now, doing some work on it, make some correction, and it's to get it in more punctuated, I should say, some more commas and stops and so on. Okay, book me resort, and the white man stole all the money and went away with David Higgs. And as I speak right now in my country, they bring back other white people to run a sandals at the same resort. And these people in my country, they're gonna run for the salary. But they will tell you I'm crazy. Because they believe in Jesus and Mary's story. So I know exactly what I'm speaking about. So who don't like this kind of videos I'm making, go fuck yourself. Go find a Christian channel. You have T.D. Jakes, and you have Joel Osteen, and you have Crefidel, and you have all of these kind of people who speak your language. Okay? What I teach is for those who have been sent to. Okay? So, who want to get offended by what I'm saying, then it is not for you. It means you cannot handle the truth. You cannot handle the truth. You see? I grew up in a predominantly black country, and I'm telling you the truth. As I said, the only experience I had around white people, and I'm not going to brand all white people, I'm not going to stereotype all white people, let me get that clear. And I'm telling you, there are something inside of them like to rule, and like to control, and many of them was working at the resort, they wasn't even fucking qualified for the job and was getting paid more money than us and getting paid in US and we getting paid in our local currency. And people, I don't want to get into all of that now. But let me say this, that if you like this video, let me know. If you have a positive comment, send your comment, because any negative comment, I'm going to fucking delete it. I'm not going to entertain any stupid comment. Okay, if you can't take what I'm saying, then it's not for you. Okay, I'm not doing this for subscribers, as I say. I've never been an ass kisser throughout my entire life. I always say to anyone who listens to me, I have a side of me that is a lamb, and I have a side of me that is a lion. And sometimes when the lion roar, you catch what I'm saying? If you can't deal with the lion, you catch what I'm saying, go find a little lamb. You understand, like TD Jakes and them, I guess. Okay? So let me say this. If what I'm saying to you, if it's resonating with you, feel free to send your positive comment and speak the truth. Stand for the truth. Don't sell yourself short like those in Hollywood and so on. Do not do that. This whole world is seeing, it's all illusionary. Nothing you see is real. Even this chair I'm sitting here, it's not even fucking real. You think it's solid, it's not even solid. The reason why some people don't know that they never really never bossed the contract, or they never come out and realize that they are like the wind. So, they never realize that they are eternal. They never come to realize that death not even real. You telling me I get eternal life to Jesus Christ? Fuck Jesus, that's a lie. I already eternal. I feel so good. So, this whole thing about Abdullah and Neville Goddard, that's the real symbology behind it. That's why I continue to speak about Abdullah and Neville Goddard. And it doesn't matter what anyone say afterwards. Even if they say, oh, Abdullah wasn't real, who tell Abdullah was real? What was his son name? What was this? What was that? Doesn't matter which angle you all go. The truth have to be known and must be known. Whatever you sow, you have to reap. What you telling me? Some people so conscious and they're so woke. You telling me you saw slavery and you never reap slavery? People like to talk about karma and this and that. So, what the fuck? You know, some days really get to me. Some people tell themselves they really woke, you know. Some people tell themselves they woke, they're so woke, they don't want to talk about nothing about race. But yet they go to church and believe Jesus, and Jesus tell a woman, should I take the children bread and give it to dog? And they believe in that Jesus. Fuck, I see me. Foolishness. So, this morning is the time I really roaring like a lion. Because when I really think about certain things, you have to speak the truth. They give the people the passion of the Christ. Mel Gibson make millions and millions of dollars. All the people, so much melanated people show passion of the Christ in the church, and people get their emotion moved with the passion of the Christ. Foolishness. And then they show the acapalypto. And the acapalypto hold the real thing. The acapalypto hold the real thing. And many people miss it. So I have to sit here and speak the motherfucking truth. Who get hurt, they get hurt. But when you think of a Christ, you think of a revolutionary. You think of one who is radical and who would expose the system. So with that being said, my brother and my sister, I want to thank you very much, and I want to say all of this would have been impossible hadn't it been that I would have experienced the awakening of the single I within me. That's why I always say to you that this message I bring to you, that it is the single I message of self-realization, of which Matthew 6:22 says that if the eye be single, your whole body be full of light. And I'm saying to you, my brother, my sister, hadn't it been that single eye open in me, when I first had that great mighty shaking and awake within myself, having heard the and all the wind like a fire bin, and exit my skull, became invisible and become a child again, and went into the celestial. Is it celestial or terrestrial? But into the heavenly. Right now I'm kind of mixing up the two. One is celestial and one is terrestrial. Okay? I think terrestrial is the right word. Okay? Went into the heavenlies. Okay? I could open up that in the Bible and show you where they say Paul went into the third heaven. I would do that too and show you and break down all of that. Hadn't it been for that, I would have been here. Bring this message to you. Saying to you that let no one in this world ever deceive you or brainwash you to make you believe that the eye above the pyramid, that is an evil symbol. No, they're always afraid of that. They are saying I have God in you. For you will have an awakened imagination. That the eye, that whenever the eye come back to a people, that these people would wake up. The eye of the seer, the mystics, the prophets. It's all about you, my brothers and my sisters. So had it been for that, I would not always been here giving you the symbol of the single eye as a proud black man. Saying to you, and when you have the experience, that you will experience that it is the rising of the S-U-N in a S-O-N, and that it is the dawning of a new day in your life. For the sun, as in the S-U-N that shine up in the sky right now, it parallels the human imagination parallels the sun. For without the sun, there is no life and there is no light. And without the human imagination, there is anything made that was made. And the sun is the giver of all life. That is why in Psalms 84:11 you're told that the Lord thy God is a sun and a shield, and no good thing will he withhold from you. And the sun has never withhold any good thing from you. And very soon, my course will be there for you. The inner sun, science and technology. The inner sun, science and technology. Very soon I'll have it prepared for you. Okay? Also, in Malachi chapter 4 verses 2, you're told that the Son of Righteousness, not S-O-N, not no Jesus, not no blue eye, blonde hair man 2,000 years ago, the Son of Righteousness shall arise in you with healing. That's why what I'm bringing, healing, not condemning, healing in his wings. That's why I always encourage you to use your mind power, which is your solar power, your sun power, your God power, your creative power, which is actually the sexual power. Use that power to achieve your every desire. So with that being said, I want to say peace, love you all, out.